Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about how long a personal injury case takes and the different phases of a personal injury case. I'm Rusty Messer with Big River Trial Attorneys in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We handle injury cases in Louisiana and Texas. So this is a question that I get asked all the time. The first part of every case is the investigation stage. In the investigation stage, we're going to be getting the crash report or maybe the incident report from the company or something like that. We're going to want to get any photos you have of your injuries. Of course, we're getting information from you about what happened. We're going to maybe go out to the scene to see what happened, see what evidence we can preserve. All this is going to take probably 1 to 2 weeks. So during the investigation phase, you are also going to be in the treatment phase. So the number one goal of every injury case is to make sure that you get better. In the treatment phase, this is where you are going to the doctor, going to therapy, focusing on the number one goal of every injury case, which is to make sure that you get better. How long the treatment phase lasts depends on how bad your injuries are and how much treatment you need. So if you have very serious injuries, I can promise you the at-fault insurance company is going to be in a big hurry to settle for a low amount, but we are not going to rush your treatment phase. After the treatment phase, we're going to go into the property damage phase. So if you are in a car accident, maybe you need to get your car repaired, or maybe you need to get your car replaced. So we're going to be contacting the other driver's insurance company to get an adjuster out there to give you an estimate. Maybe we're going to have you go to a body shop so you can get your own estimate. Maybe we're lining up a rental car so you have a way to get back and forth to work while all this is going on. So this normally takes at least a couple of weeks and possibly a little bit longer depending on how backed up the body shop is and how long it takes to get the repairs done. Louisiana sets very specific time limits on an adjuster to come out and look at your car, but insurance companies blow these deadlines all the time. Next, we're going to go into the demand phase. So in the demand phase, we're going to be updating your medical records, maybe getting additional information from you about how these injuries have affected your life. Maybe we're going to get photos of you doing things that you used to do before the accident that you can't do now. We want to make sure the adjuster understands you are a person, not just a case. We want to make sure the adjuster understands how these injuries have affected your life. It's going to take probably 1 to 2 months to put together the demand and to get it out. After the demand phase, we're going to go into the negotiation phase. So in the negotiation phase, we have sent out a demand, we've gotten a reply with an offer that we would probably never recommend that you accept, but we're going to talk to you about that offer. We're going to talk to you about what we think the right amount to settle your case is, and we're going to talk to you about how we make a counter to that offer. Now, this is always your case, so you have final say over any amount that you choose to accept as a settlement, or whether you don't choose to accept any amount and you go to trial. But we've been doing this for a long time, and we're going to tell you what we think a reasonable offer would be. Then you'll get to decide if you want to accept that. This phase can take anywhere from 2 to 4 months. This may be because the adjuster has to go back to his boss. Maybe the lawyer has to go back to his client on the other side. So once those issues get worked through, maybe we can work out some sort of a settlement. And you know what? Maybe we can't. And if we can't work out some sort of a settlement, then we're going to look at going to trial. In Louisiana, you have 1 year from the date of the accident to file a lawsuit. In Texas, you have 2 years from the date of the accident to file your lawsuit. We're going to be watching these deadlines very carefully because these deadlines are very important. If your case goes to trial, it's really hard to say exactly how long it's going to take. That's going to depend on how many depositions there are to take, how many witnesses there are, the availability of the witnesses, and the court's calendar. So no matter where you are at in this process, if your accident was yesterday or 2 months ago, and you want to speak with an attorney about what to do next, about how long your case is going to take, give us a call to schedule a no-cost confidential consultation. Also, if you would like to find out more about Maximizing Your Recovery, feel free to download our free guide to getting the most money for your accident claim. The link is in the description.